Welcome to the science video for combined science. Revision on topic 1 cells, subtopic movement into and out of cells, video part 3. In this video, we'll be learning to predict the movement of gas molecule in diffusion and to predict the movement of water molecule in osmosis. Diffusion. What is diffusion? Here, as you can see, the yellow dot. This yellow dot represents molecule. So, here is a high concentration of the molecule. And as you see here, there's no molecule there. So, we call that as low concentration. Di tempat yang ada banyak molekul, kita panggil sebagai high. Banyak high concentration. Tempat yang sedikit ataupun langsung nada molekul, kita panggil sebagai low. So, kalau diffusion, ia mesti bergerak dari high concentration to low concentration. So, as you see here, you can see ia mesti bergerak from high concentration to a low concentration. So, pergerakan molekul ini kita panggil sebagai diffusion. So, kalau kita dibuat ayat, what is diffusion? Diffusion is the movement of molecules from a higher to a lower concentration down a concentration gradient. So this is the definition, pengertian untuk diffusion. During photosynthesis, as you can see there are gaseous exchange in the leaves. So as you see there's oxygen gas. Oxygen gas diffuses out of the leaf during photosynthesis. So, kenapa oksigen ini keluar daripada daun? Kenapa ia interstays dalam daun? The reason is there is a high oxygen concentration inside the leaf and there's a low oxygen concentration outside the leaf. Macam kita tahu untuk pengertian diffusion, ia mesti bergerak dari high to low. Jadi, oksigen itu mesti keluar daripada daun. And then as you can see there's also carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide gas will go into the leaf during photosynthesis. Okay, kenapa ia masuk ke dalam? Because there's a high carbon dioxide concentration outside the leaf compared to inside the leaf. So, di luar daun ada banyak carbon dioxide. Di dalam daun ada sedikit carbon dioxide. So, ia mesti bergerak dari banyak ke sedikit. So, that's why carbon dioxide will go into the leaf during photosynthesis. Okay, here's another example. So, this is an animal cell. Kalau kita lihat di sini di dalam animal cell itu ada banyak oksigen molekul. Kamu nampak ada blue dots yang biru-biru atau titik-titik biru itu, those are oxygen molecule. Kalau kamu lihat di dalam sel itu ada banyak oksigen molekul, so we call that as high concentration. And di luarnya sedikit saja, low concentration. So, pergerakan diffusionnya macam mana? Oksigen itu keluar daripada animal kah atau masuk? So, as you know, ia mesti bergerak dari high to low. So, what happen? The oxygen will diffuse out of the cell. So, ia akan keluar daripada animal cell itu. Why? Because high oxygen concentration inside the cell, so it has to go out to the low oxygen concentration outside the cell. Okay, another example again here, kita ada animal cell. This time, you can see, kali ini terbalik. Kali ini di luar animal cell itu pulang ada banyak oksigen. There is a high oxygen concentration outside the cell. Tapi di dalam sel low oxygen concentration. So pergerakan diffusion mesti dari high to low. So what happen? Oxygen will diffuse into the cell. Dia akan masuk ke dalam sel. Why? Reasonnya tadi pasal it has to go from high oxygen concentration to low oxygen concentration. Okay, now let's talk about osmosis. Okay, osmosis kan sama macam diffusion, cuma bizanya osmosis ini pasal pergerakan air sahaja, only for the movement of water. So if you look here, okay, this is what we call as a partially permeable membrane. So kalau dalam osmosis mesti ada partially permeable membrane, and of course mesti ada air, mesti ada water. And usually with the water ada something else lagi. Okay, ada something else. So yang ini hanya air yang boleh bergerak. Only water can pass through the partially permeable membrane. And here ada juga sugar. Okay, sugar ataupun salt cannot pass through the partially permeable membrane. So yang hanya boleh bergerak sekarang is the water. Ia saja yang boleh from one side to other side. So di sebelah sini high water concentration. So macam biasa, ia mesti bergerak dari high to low. So as you see there, airnya bergerak ke sebelah. Okay? So the water molecule will go from high water concentration to low water concentration. And kalau kamu lihat sana, the sugar tidak akan dapat go to the other side. Okay, so kalau kita buat ayat, osmosis is the movement of water molecule from a region of higher water concentration to a region of lower water concentration through a partially permeable membrane. Okay, this is an example soalan untuk osmosis. Okay, what you see there is a whisking tube. Yang macam gula-gula tu kita ni panggil whisking tubing. Whisking tube ni it acts as the partially permeable membrane. So kalau kita lihat di sini, whisking tubing itu dalamnya ada sugar solution and ia dimasukkan dalam beaker of water. So mana satu yang high water concentration? Yang high water concentration of course distilled water kan tak? So kalau sudah dalam beaker tu high water concentration, artinya dalam whisking tubing itu is low water concentration. So kalau untuk pergerakan macam biasa mesti from high to low. So what happen is the water will move into the whisking tubing. So air akan masuk ke dalam whisking tubing and the whisking tube will become larger. Ia akan menjadi lebih besar and akan menjadi lebih berata. So the mass of the whisking tubing will increase. Bertambah ia punya massnya. Okay, another example here, kalian ni the diagram represent how red blood cell change when they are placed in solution X. Describe the water concentration in solution X. Okay, mula-mula kamu ada red blood cell. Red blood cell ni kena masukkan dalam solution X. Kamu kena suruh tekak solution X itu macam mana and macam mana pergerakan air. Okay, if you look here, what happen is the cell jadi damit. Kalau jadi damit artinya what happen is water moves out. Bila masuk ke dalam solution X, water moves out. So which means di luar itu sebenarnya low water concentration and masa originally the red blood cell itu high water concentration. Okay, now another example here again red blood cell. Okay, red blood cell ni kena masukkan di dalam salt solution. Okay, so disebabkan sana nampak sudah perkataan salt, garam. So kita tahu artinya garam itu ia ada low water concentration. However, and then diterbalikkan lagi dalam red blood cell ada high water concentration. So pergerakannya is from high to low. So water will moves out of the cell. So bila keluar daripada cell, what happen is the cell shrink. Ia jadi damit. Okay, macam tadi ya. Okay, how about kalian ni, the red blood cell bukannya kena masukkan dalam air garam tapi kena masukkan dalam water, distilled water. So there will be high concentration di luar the cell and low water concentration inside the cell. So what happen? Water will move into the cell. So kalau ia masuk ke dalam cell, what happen is the cell akan jadi besar. It become big and lama-lama what happen? It will burst. Artinya ia akan pecah. The cell itu ia swell, ia dibangkak, jadi besar and lastly akan pecah. Okay, that's all for today. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.